Beep, 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 beep. Hello, welcome to Court with the Jester. Become a warrior teacher. Right, we're starting in January. Avot's right. Okay, so if you can give me a repost, that'd be great. Need to get the folks on board so we can keep going. The issue of LARPing men in sports has once again raised its head, this time in a field that one would not normally expect to hear it from, but which has had the most delightful outcome. Now, you know as well as I do, things get reported, but there's very rarely this sort of sting in the tail. This is what's going to happen because of. So whenever we get a sting in the tail, I always think it's worth talking about it. So here we go today for you. We're going to enter the world of pool players, right? There's an old joke, okay, that if two lesbians meet each other in a bar, they fall in love, buy some cats, and play pool, right? It's an old trope about lesbians loving pool. The trouble with things like stereotypes like that about pool and cats or dogs is often they're true, right? So the lesbians were always playing pool. That's a stereotype. But in this case, this is women who are playing pool, some of whom may or may not be lesbian. Right? Okay? And it's an extraordinary situation where a LARPing bloke just walks into a pool competition and thinks he's going to get away with it, right? So the sting in the tail is particularly beautiful in this one. So let's have a look and see what's going on, because it's very interesting. Trans U-turn sees female players threaten to sue governing body for sex discrimination after transgender players are once again allowed to compete in competitions. So they've U-turned. Right? This is from Sanchez Manning. It was on the 2nd of December. It is in the Daily Fail. Links, as usual, for your perusal in the old Dubrits. Okay, so 30 professional female players are threatening to sue their governing body for sex discrimination after it allowed transgender players to compete in women's competitions. Oh, glorious. They've started the crowdfunder. I've seen it doing the rounds. Go and give them a tenner. You know, let's get this off the ground. More of this, the better. Lawfare! Lawfare. But what strength of character from those 30 women. My congratulations and my thanks to you all for being so strong in your convictions that you are willing to take such a risk with your beloved sport. And I think it's fantastic that you've done it. How are the cats? No, I'm kidding. They say this is unfair because trans competitors who were born male but identify as female have a physical advantage in games, including greater upper body strength, the ability to play games at a faster pace, and reach further for difficult shots. This is true, right? If successful, it could set a legal precedent that would make it unlawful to let anyone who is male, they've got biologically male in front of, no, it's just male, right? Oh, anyone who is male, stop talking in their column, right? We're not doing it. I'll start again because I got all confounded then. If successful, it could set a legal precedent that would make it unlawful to let anyone who is biologically male compete in women's contests in any discipline. Peter Daly of Doyle Clayton's Solicitors, we love Peter, go Peter, who represents the players, said the advantages all males have because of their sex limit women's ability to qualify and succeed in those competitions. The admission of males into women's sports is therefore discriminatory. It's going to be great, isn't it? We've got 30 women. And 30 women who I hope win. Not just win, but trounce these nonsense merchants with their trans ideology and their gender identity and queer theory. Trounce is the only word for it. I think the women of pool should trounce these LARPing men, right? Give them a good trouncing. Set a precedent for all sport. How about that? We'd be happy about that one, wouldn't we? You know, Emma and Kathy and the people that have been really interested and really fighting in the sports arena would be very happy about it. So you know, it's worth going over this again, isn't it? Peter also said that the Equality Act 2010 permits sport to be segregated on the basis of sex, regardless of gender reassignment. One female pool player, Frankie Rogers, said, "Bringing this case is the only option we have. We don't want to be forced to play male-born players who have clear advantages. Men. Men is fine. Men." It comes after the Mail on Sunday revealed dozens of pro-female pool players, including the world number 5, Alexander Kunda, were refusing to play against trans opponents in competitions. That's how you do it. Well done, superb. They acted after the international governing body, the World 8-Ball Pool Federation, or WEPF, right? WEPF, and its main sponsor, the Ultimate Pool Group, UPGA, reversed its own decision to let only players born female compete in women's events. Why did they change their minds? Do you think that'll come out in court? What was it that made them change their minds? And what we really know, because of history on this type of thing, is it's not what was it, it's who was it that made them change their minds. Who's the spider? Come on. It could be a trans woman. I'll put money on it. There's a trans woman who's gone in and gone, I'm not having this sooner. You know, a trans woman pool player gone, but they won't let me play in the women's pool because I'm a woman. No, it's because you're a man. And then all the papers will go, trans people banned from sport. We're not banning you. You can play with the men. I don't want to play with the men. I'm a woman. No, you're not a woman. You're a man. Get over there. But look at my dress. Carry him off. That's how we should be doing it. I like the idea that it's a trans woman and they're Russian and they play pool and they're called In Off the Red. Stop it. Right. The female players told the governing body they had urged the WPF and the UPCA to reinstate the female owner policy for tournaments, but the request was refused. They now intend to write to the bodies again, warning they will take legal action if they are ignored. The WEPF and the UPG did not reply to requests for comments. My congratulations to those women who so bravely have decided enough is enough. Somebody I know has got a bit enough is enough in the last few days, and I'm really pleased to see it. And I hope at some point to bring you that story because they're making a stand in their own particular profession, which is very interesting to see. Yeah, it was nice to hear from them online. I haven't heard of them for a while, but yeah, it was nice to hear from them. So how long is it going to take for this to go away? You know, how long is it going to take for every sporting body to go, that's it, we're done? That's enough. Well, it's going to take as long as it takes for us to repeal the GRA. Once again, we cannot get past the simple fact that the Gender Recognition Act must go. For every one person that has the worst kind of body dysmorphia, there's going to be 700 LARPing men in there. Well, we'll look after you, and in looking after you, we'll make sure everybody in the office has to sit next to Jimmy, you know, footy knickers and over-shoulder boulder order there with the wig. So the sooner we repeal the GRA, the better. We then get that gender reassignment nonsense out of the Equality Act, and we do whatever it takes to achieve that. And then we need to make sure that we get documentations across the NHS put right and in sports, and the removal of the word gender dysphoria, replaced with body dysmorphia. Gender doesn't exist. It's wholly constructed. Right? If you mean sex roles, say so. Don't need gender. Right? Gender. Right? It's just wholly constructed. And being wholly constructed, it comes from your parents and society, which means it's by nature authoritarian. Gender is authoritarian. It is totalitarian. It is equity of the worst kind. Okay, so go, I say. Well done to the pool playing women. Go for it. Have them, right? You've got my full support, and I'll bung you a tenner, right? Everybody else, go find the cash funder thingy. Go find it. Bung them a tenner, right? Right, so that they can go to court and they can take these people where they need to be taken, which is outside round the bike sheds by 6 blokes. Just get them gone, right? I'll see you later. Bye.